Hello everybody, JJ Reactor here, and today we are going to be reacting to Everything Wrong With Our Videos, Minecraft Live, Part 1 by Element Animations. This was something they just uploaded and I thought this could be fun to watch, so yeah, that's what we're here to do today. So without further ado, let's just hop right into this.
Hey Dan, look at this! Alright, what am I looking at? It's where I put my collection of last year's Element Animation channel videos. If I had any... Where are they, Dan? I know you have them! Hey, what are you
Oh my gosh! He's just getting carried away!
Okay, there weren't as many channel videos last year.
Yeah.
That's partly because we were working super hard on some videos for Minecraft Live! Minecraft Live is the biggest Minecraft event every year, and it's where we can see all the cool stuff going on across the Minecraft community. It's also where all the new features and games get announced, and we get to vote for a new mob to get added to the game.
Yeah, so far every mob I voted for hasn't won.
Hi, I'd like to submit this mob for consideration. That's just a squid. No, look, it has 9 tentacles and a hatred for mean comments. That's stupid. Nobody's gonna vote for... And it wouldn't be Minecraft Live without animations. And sometimes we're asked to make the show. But last year we were asked to make not just 1, but 5 animated videos. And
wow, that's amazing!
Productions. We're probably not going to be able to cover all the animations in this one video, so I'm just going to put this at the end of the title.
Yeah! I look forward to when part 2 comes out sometime in the
future.
future.
On these videos, I want to tell you a little bit about the events leading up to the Minecraft Live project. No! I want problems now! Show me your mistakes. Okay, so if you want to jump straight into the problems, here is the time code. Otherwise, come with me. Let's rewind the clock all the way back to the bygone era.
I'm just gonna enjoy the whole video. I'm just gonna enjoy the whole video.
Hey guys.
Oh my gosh, an animated Discord call.
No. Wait, James, what are you doing here? You don't work here.
But I want to be in here.
We were looking for people to join the team and help us make videos faster. But there was a problem that's been an issue for the entire history of the studio. We use some software called Cinema 4D to make our videos. And every time we try to hire someone... do you use Maya? I only know Maya. Oh, I only know how to use Blender. Minemator. Maya? Maya. 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 Maya.
I've animated a few times and I always use Blender.
I just want to hang out and distract you while you're working.
That's already covered.
So we asked them if they'd be willing to let us teach them Cinema 4D. Learn? No. I can't believe you've asked this of me. I'm telling your mum. So after a stern talking to by our parents, we decided it was time to say goodbye to our old friend Cinema 4D.
Aww.
It was a very emotional day. Guys, we're using Maya now.
Okay.
Okay.
Except none of us knew how to use Maya, and just as
Me
we
neither.
were getting to grips
It's
with
the
it,
only
we heard a knock
animation
at our
program I
virtual
don't know
door.
a thing about.
It was an email.
Anyway, the email at the door was from our friends over at Mojang.
I don't know much about
And it said
Cinema 4D
something like,
either. I'm
Element,
probably out
it's that
of all of
time
them.
again.
It's definitely Blender's the only one I'm fully familiar with, but yeah. Anyways, plus I'm not that big of an
Mojang
animator as
had
some
asked us
people.
to
So,
create a big video
anyways,
to announce Minecraft Live.
How exactly are we going to do that? We're kitted out for Maya, but we don't know how to use it yet.
He was right. But if we were going to learn everything we needed to in time for this project, we were going to need some help.
I love this animation bit at the beginning.
Do you guys use Maya?
No, we use Cinema... Oh, wait, yes! Welcome aboard!
Yay!
Yay!
So we expanded our team a little bit for this project, and rapidly learned how to use Maya and all of its many quirks.
Oh. The program everybody uses.
How many is that?
That's the 4th one today.
On top of the switch to Maya, we also switched our render engine from Octane to Pixar's Renderman, which turned out to be way more work than we thought.
And why did we do that, Dan?
Because it looks very pretty, and all the other reasons are in this box.
It's locked.
Yep. So, to sum up, we were learning how to animate again, with lots of new ways of doing things, and the clock was ticking. And on top of that, we were figuring out what we were actually making, coming up with the concepts and pitching ideas, and everything else that normally goes into pre-production.
This is really
But
fascinating.
this video is about the technical issues. So with all this in mind, there were bound to be some small problems that worked their way into the videos. And almost all of them are things barely anybody would have even noticed. But
Probably.
it's still fun to find them. So, let's
Like,
find
the
out.
animations for Minecraft Live are great.
Yeah,
it's time! Let's do this!
Announcement video.
Alright, let's do this!
Before After it was released, we called this video the Frog Stroll because the video revolves around these 3 frogs bopping along through the different Minecraft biomes. This wasn't the first idea for this video, but it was the most fun. And it looks like you guys thought so too, because the response this video got was huge. It also spawned a bunch of memes and musical edits that I can't really show here, but I'm sure you can find them. If you haven't seen the original video, you can find it right here. So, let's
Not on
jump
my
into the
screen,
problems.
though.
First up is the very first shot of the video. We open with an underwater scene where we can see this little tadpole. He swims away and joins a giant swarm of other tadpoles to form the Minecraft
Man, this is
Live
nostalgic.
logo. But if you follow him closely,
Oh.
he just vanishes.
Ooh.
So this shot has a couple of parts. This guy is a full character rig, so it's controlled by an animator. But all
I
of
love the
these
music
other
in the background, like,
tadpoles are
explaining
simulated
things.
because they have to
We
swim into
are
the shape of the
explaining
Minecraft Live
things.
logo. If an animator had to do this by hand, we'd probably still be here today working on this one shot. So the idea was that by the time this little guy gets over here, he'd be swarmed by all of his simulated buddies and he'd get lost in the crowd. And originally he did, but after he'd been animated, we had to switch out the Minecraft Live logo with an updated version, which changed all of the swimming patterns of all the simulated tadpoles. And we didn't realize that he wasn't blending anymore.
Oof.
So a frog comes up and blasts through the
man.
water, and we go into a super slow-mo scene with all these frogs bopping along to the beat in the background.
Yeah, a great
But
beat.
this frog here is in some grass, like in the grass, like he's
Oh,
just
yeah.
clicking in and out of it. When this was first animated, this grass wasn't here, but the set went through a bunch of revisions and nobody noticed before it was sent to render. Whoops. Here we have the frogs bopping along through a bunch of slimes. A frog is about to eat a slime when this alley swoops down and steals it, making the frog very angry. But while most of the slimes in this shot were super happy dancing along with the frogs, this one up here doesn't move. He's just there,
Oh.
staring into the distance. So a few of these problems happened because we were still working out some of the kinks in our new pipeline. Usually when you're making a shot, it's done in stages. So you start with the layout, which is where you put all the cameras and the characters in. Then that's passed on to the animators, who animate all the characters. Then all the visual effects is added in, if it's needed. So particles, fire simulation, cloth, and a bunch of other stuff. After this, it's sent for lighting, to make it look all fancy and vibrant.
That
Finally,
Christmas
it's sent to
video was
render,
so
where we
good.
get our final image.
That was
the cool
so
thing
good.
about having it in these stages is that you can change something in an earlier stage, and it will propagate through all of the stages that come afterwards. So I could swap out a character in the layout with another character, and even if the animation is already done in the animation stage, it will update.
Nice.
This also means that all of these stages can be worked on at the same time by different people. Or at least that's how it's supposed to work. When we did this shot, we were still working out some issues with that. And at some point we decided that having this slime here dancing, like all the others, would be too distracting from the main action. So we hid it in the layout stage. But somehow, it returned. It skipped all the stages and jumped back in at the render stage, leaving us with this slime and his 1,000-yard stare.
This is really fascinating. I love the comedy from
So
Element
throughout
Animation
the video,
videos.
This big chase in the background gets longer and longer, adding more mobs each time. But it always starts with the alley being chased by the frog. But in this one, the frog just isn't there. Also, there's a rabbit sat on a cactus in the background. That rabbit would be dead.
Yeah, probably. Oh.
Earlier in the video, we see the frog strolling through a savanna and then through this snowy mountain biome. There's nothing immediately obvious about these two shots until you look at the sky and notice that the clouds are exactly the same, just shifted over a bit. When we were first setting up these shots, the clouds were just this big, solid object. So to make it look like a different set of clouds in each shot, we'd bring the clouds in and shift it over to a random location, using a very robust, proven scientific method. So now a different area
It
would be in front
works.
of the camera. And we did that with every shot. These two being so similar was just a huge fluke. One drawback to this method is that you have to remember to do it. Later in the video, the clouds in these two shots are exactly the same. So here we have the Arch Illager in the Minecraft Dungeon's throne room. He gets rudely interrupted by the crowd passing through, and on top of that, the frog eats the Orb of Dominance. So he storms down here only to get blasted into the air by the Stampede. But let's go back. If we go through frame by frame, we can see that he loses his legs.
Oh.
It looks like once the crowd hits him, his legs separate and start trailing behind him. I'm not 100% sure why this happened. It could have been animated that way, or it could be that the rig was updated after it was animated and didn't carry over properly. This magma cube, on the other hand, is about to become another problem. But it looks like we can't see it in the final shot, so that's fine.
I guess it's fine.
Next up, the frog stroll takes us through a bunch of different biomes. Did you catch that? That's 6 entire scenes in less than 2 seconds. And I have a lot of respect for everyone who worked on these shots because they were a huge amount of work. Each one needing set building, characters rigging, animation, all the particles and the lighting, and they all just flash by in an instant. But it looks amazing when
Yeah, it
they're all
looks
played
so
together.
cool.
You worked on some of these shots too.
I know. But there's one issue with this very last one in the end. We have all these Endermen and Endermites dancing along with the music and the chase going on in the background. But what's this? There's a
Oh,
rabbit.
there's
hanging
just
out
a
in the
random
end with all
rabbit
these
there.
Endermen. The rabbit is part of the big chase in the background, and we animated all those chases in a separate file, so the main scene file wouldn't get super laggy. And for some reason, the animation just didn't carry over. He's just here, chilling. Next up, the mobs in the chase eventually make their way into an ancient city. But as they get there, the frog accidentally causes every skulk sensor in the city to trigger. Everything goes quiet.
The ominous
Darkness
feeling.
creeps in around the mobs. And suddenly the warden blasts through, sending all of them flying. Except one. The zombie is still stood here, completely unfazed by what just happened. And if we go
Oh,
back, it looks
man.
like he wasn't animated at all throughout the entire shot.
Dang.
That's not the only problem with this shot. Just as the warden blasts through, a light flashes onto all of the other mobs. And a couple of frames later, the hoglin has this weird shadow all across his face. So this happened because the warden has his own set of lights, and as he gets blasted away, he flies right through one of those lights, causing this shadow. What makes these two problems a little more annoying is that I had been staring at this shot for a while fixing another problem, so I really should have spotted it. But I was preoccupied with the floaty cube.
The floating
The
cube?
floaty cube was
What
the
is the floating
absolute bane
cube?
of my week. Every time this shot was sent to render, there it was, floating at us. All we knew was that it was appearing after the animation stage, and we tried everything we possibly could to find out where the floaty cube was coming from and why it was there. Until finally, I've done it! I got rid of the floaty cube, look!
Yay! Oh.
Isn't that the layout stage?
What?
Yeah, see? There's no animation.
At this point, too much of our time and budget had been spent figuring out this problem, so we did what most governments do when they have a problem. We covered it up.
Nice.
The next scene is in the Minecraft Legends world. Minecraft Legends is a brand new game with a whole
Yes,
new
I'm
style.
aware of its existence.
So our chase blasts through, interrupting these piglins attacking a village. This doesn't stop our frogs, though. They stroll through while all the piglins are causing mayhem in the background. And there's a few problems in the shot, and there's a lot going on, so it's hard to spot them. Right here, there's a piglin trying to smash his mace into the structure over here. But if he was just a little bit over to the left, we wouldn't see his mace popping out of the side here.
Oof.
This piglin rushes through and takes out a villager. But as he does that, this zombie intersects one of the lights that was attached to him. My favorite thing about this shot is that the piglins aren't just attacking the villagers and the zombies. They're attacking each other too. So you see this piglin up here throws his mace at this other piglin, and he gets knocked off the big sign. But if we follow the mace that he dropped, it just falls through the
just
ground
vanishes.
like it's not there.
Oh.
What?
He threw an axe at
As
him.
we get into the final stretch of the video, the alley races away from all the mobs that were chasing it and bumps into Alex, who's just placed a sign. But as she stands up, her arm
Oh.
goes through the sign. So all
Sometimes
the
sun
mobs catch
clipping
up,
is
but the alley
inevitable.
stops them and shows them that this whole thing was to bring them all to the train to go to Minecraft Live. They take a beat to think about it. I mean, they were all super angry a second ago. But who can say no to a free ride to Minecraft Live? So the
Yeah.
frog starts feeling it. And the beat kicks back in, and then everyone joins in, and everybody wants that train ride. So the first problem with this scene, and throughout the entire video, in fact, is that the hoglin should be a zoglin. Well, except in the nether. But this is all because, in Minecraft, a hoglin can't exist for more than 15 seconds in the overworld. And considering it's part of the chase throughout,
that so?
I'd say it's been a
Interesting.
fair bit longer than that. And even if it
I
hasn't
don't
been,
think I've
he would
really
be
seen the
violently
hoglins too
shaking
much,
all the
so.
way through.
Yeah.
Another issue with this shot here is on the rabbit. He has this line through his leg. This is a problem with his bump map. Bump mapping is used to add extra surface details on a model, and it can look really convincing, but it's all an illusion. Here's a single polygon with a brick texture on it. It's pretty obvious that it's just a flat plane, but if we apply a bump map to it, it starts to look a whole lot more convincing. Mojang likes to include bump maps on the big animated videos because it adds a little bit more flair. It also gives a little bit more detail to catch the lighting on. Bump maps can look great, but make sure they're on the right model. Ooh, we're so bumpy. Before we go into the final shot, I want to talk about signs. So, near the start of the video, the frog chases the alley through this snowy landscape, angering this goat. But there's a sign in the background. And while the joke is fun, a few people were very passionate that the text on the sign should match the game and couldn't be centered the way it is on here. Now, I have my own extremely pedantic and not at all important feelings on Minecraft signs. And I'm gonna tell you about them.
Okay.
So, the graphic designer in me
Yeah.
sees the texture on a Minecraft sign like lines on a page, and there's 3 of them. So if I go into the game and place a sign down, just a note. So it might be really hard to see, but this is what my character normally looks like in the game. So I put a suit on for this video so you can see me.
Hey guys, look! My coffee's floating again. This is why our projects take so long.
Anyway, this is how it looks on a regular sign, which to me is the same as writing like this on line paper. I am, however, going to give us a ding for this because this video is an official video for Mojang. So really, it should be how it is in the game, even if I
think
have
both look
opinions on it.
fine.
You care far too much about this.
I do.
The humor and element
Hey, Chrissy.
animation stuff is on
Chrissy.
point.
Chrissy, wake up!
This better not be about Minecraft signs again.
Never mind. In the final shot of the video, we have all the mobs in the train making their way to Minecraft Live. This train is a recurring theme through all the videos we made. It's what links them all together. The shot has a couple of problems. The first one is here. On a couple of frames, we can see this strange pink object in between the frogs and the goat. That's actually the frog's tongue. In the original layout, we had the green frog flapping his tongue in the wind. But it looked a little bit weird, so we put it back in his mouth and closed it up. But one set of keyframes was left on the tongue, so as soon as we sent it to render, it reappeared. We spent a little bit of time masking it out of the final shot, but it was missed on a couple of frames. As the camera rises up into the sunset, before the Xbox Studios logo pops up, we can see some bright lights down here. And a few people were speculating on what that was, and it's a missing chunk.
Oof.
This world was so huge that we couldn't really play the file back until it was rendered because of how slow it made our machines. So what we normally do for shots like this is break the world up into chunks, so animators can only bring in the chunks they need. As we were turning all
I've seen a
them
lot of
back on
animators
for
do
the final
that
render, this one
in
was
behind the
missed.
scenes videos.
So what you're actually seeing there is the sky coming through from underground. And finally, motion blur. It wouldn't be an element animation video without some motion blur.
motion blur helps
If you've seen
everything.
our other videos in this series, you'll know that we usually do our motion blur after the renders are complete, and that comes with its own advantages and drawbacks. We were planning on using the full 3D motion blur in Renderman for this, but there was a huge bug in Renderman at the time, which didn't play nice with our rigs, so we had to fall back to our old ways. If you want to know why that happens, you can check it out in our other videos, but what that means right now is that we need to add a bunch more dings to the problem count.
Oh, the motion blur dings.
So
Oh
the
boy.
Minecraft Live announcement trailer total comes to...
30!
Wow, you know what? Considering everything that went into making this video, that's a win.
Yeah.
That's an absolute win. Of course, there are probably more problems in there that we didn't spot, so if you do find any of them, let us know in the comments. The main one pointed out last time was that I counted one of the problems twice. I promise I've checked this one. So we've been asked why we make these videos, why point out the problems with our own work. Well, mostly because it's fun. We get to go back over our old
Yeah, it
projects
can-
and
it
see
can be
what went
fun
wrong
seeing
and
how
where
things
we
were
can
different.
improve, and also make jokes about it. It's also a reminder to any creative people out there that there's no
Just to
movie,
glare like, yeah,
video
that-
game,
that's what I
music,
thought.
or piece of art that is perfect. Except for
gotta
these
walk
signs
across
that
here.
have the
Yeah,
text
anyways.
in the lines. Those are perfect. Anyway, that's it for this edition of Everything Wrong With Our Videos. If you guys
I felt
managed
so
to
bad
make
for
it
Steve
this
in
far
that-
and you didn't
in that
get bored, we
animation.
might even make a part 2. I want to give a big thank you to Mojang for allowing us to share this all with you.
Oh, man. Man, oh. That was a lot of fun. Dude, that was so much fun. Jesus Christ. One thing I definitely give Element Animations props for is their amazing ability to take what could just be a generic video similar to CinemaSins and stuff like that and just make it flat out basically the exact same thing, but no, they added their own little humor in there and it really just fits really well, and like everything about it is just so much fun. I enjoyed this so much, and especially with the little fact that they had some animated segments in there that weren't like they were unique animations to that animation, or not animation, to that video. Unique animations. Oh, hit my mic. To that video. It just it fits so well. I really enjoyed this video, and I really hope they make a part 2, because boy was this a lot of fun. And yeah, that's all I really have to say, so thank you all for watching. If you're new to the JG Reactor channel, don't forget to subscribe. I also going to do reaction fans to the channel. And if you have anything you would like to see me react to, go ahead and recommend it to me in the comments down below. If I decide to check out the thing you recommended, I'll give you a shout out at the beginning of the reaction to that video. And also, if you want to check out more of me as a person without all the reaction stuff and just kind of me doing my own thing, you can check out my gaming channel, JG Crafter, where I do a lot of live streams as well as just upload regular gaming videos a few times a week. It's a lot of fun there too. And yeah, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all around. Peace!